everyone. Hi. Full room. Very happy to see you all here today. I'm Delphine. I'm head of marketing at Arianee. And we're going to talk today about what brands should know to succeed in the metaverse. Just a few words. If you want to connect with me, you can scan this QR code. If you see it behind this little table, it's my new NFT business card. That's my new concept. So at Arianee, we develop end-to-end Web3 solution for brands. And today we're going to talk a little bit about why, how brands can succeed and what brands need to understand to succeed. So 2 features of the physical life are now digital. Scarcity and ownership. So what does it mean? A lot of the things that we used to have in our physical life and that we thought were, not unlimited are not possible to have in our digital life. That means that the things that you can have in your digital life will be now, you can own them and they will be scarce and they will take the form, they will take the form of a digital asset. So, of course, this is already, this is something that we have in the physical life. Today, if I take my, let's say, my Chanel bag and I go to an Hermès store, and then I go to the Louis Vuitton Foundation, and then I go to a restaurant, no one will stop me, right? I can take my physical asset with me and go through different environments. And this is not the case in your digital life today. You need to go through each platform. You need to sign into different environment and ecosystem, and you cannot take your digital assets with you. So, what's happening now is that the world is being tokenized. And as a result, so the world as we know it, with our physical goods, the coins, your driver's license, your membership cards, your art, your concert ticket, your access to events, and so on, everything, little by little, will take the form of a scarce digital asset. And of course, it's happening already. I mean, these are just a few of the news that you probably all see today, from Messi being paid in PSG token, to Paris Fashion Week for the past 3 seasons that has been tokenizing accreditation and access for all the journalists, to Coachella, who just launched their NFT collection with, lifetime passes, to some of the brands like Moncler, Panerai, Breitling, who by the end of 2022 will have tokenized their entire collection of goods. And this is for us what makes Web3 so interesting, that additional layer of ownership. We all know about the read layer, the write layer with, all the social media. But today, what's different with Web3 is the ownership layer. And you are in the Web3 environment when you can connect your wallet. If you go to an interface, if you go to a website, and you cannot connect your wallet, that means you're not in a Web3 environment. And this is what is interesting also, is that little by little you will see that we're not asking you for your password, your username anymore. You don't have to go through all the big tech companies' sign-in process. You will be just asked for your wallet. And the wallets, in which we are keeping all our tokens are the key to the metaverse, and are becoming the key to the metaverse. These in these wallets, they're like, imagine them like your digital backpack. They will hold all the stuff that you own digitally. It's like a purse for a woman, and you just take all your belongings with you wherever you are. These screenshots here are just a few examples of websites I interact with every day. I mean, most of them, not the Bored Ape one, because I don't have one yet, but if I connect my wallet to, let's say, this platform, it's called Speakeasy. It's a communication platform. I connect my wallet. According to the token I hold in my wallet, I will have access to certain lounges. If I connect to OpenSea, I will see my collection and I can share it to people. If I connect to some NFT collection website, I will get a very personalized experience and I can interact in a very specific manner with those websites. And so also those tokens become the native data of the metaverse. Metaverse, the future of the internet. It's fascinating, and at the same time, I think it's very hard to define. And I think today we all have a kind of definition in mind. And here I will just go back to Wikipedia. Future version of the internet where virtual, persistent, and shared spaces are accessible via 3D interactions. Do we really want our future vision of the internet to be limited to 3D interactions? And I think it will ring a bell to some of you. That was Second Life like 19 years ago, almost. For us, most of us are already in that metaverse. If you think about the metaverse as the combined digital spaces where we all are all day long, already, if you just check your, screen times on your phone, you'll see that most of us are already around 6-7 hours per day online. So for us, we are already in that digital life. We are already in those connected spaces. And just to finish on the definition, maybe what the metaverse will be later, and this is from Shah and Puri, and we quite like this definition, it's that moment in time where our digital life is worth more to us than our physical life. And this is where you're going to see a shift. So what is important to highlight here is not so much, the different definitions of the metaverse or what form, artistic direction one metaverse will take. It's more the underlying architecture, the notions that are important here to remember are composability and interoperability. And of course, what it can allow for users, for the people, for the brands, for the platforms, and so on. If we take a look back at the GAFAs, we see black boxes. You can't share your contacts, you can't share your communities, you don't really know who owns your content, there are no bridges. What those two notions allow, and what we're trying to build in the Web3 environment, it's the exact opposite. We're trying to build bridges. We're, like most of the projects have been thought since day one so that the people who build this world own that world, so they can interact with each other. So that the interest of the platforms and the new protocols that are being built are aligned with those of the users. And users might not be the right word when we talk about Web3. Maybe we talk more about stakeholders, owners. Users is maybe something of Web2. And so we all strive towards interoperability. Digital goods will no longer be captive of one brand, one environment, one platform. They will flow seamlessly, and I can take all my digital goods from one platform to another, one environment to another, and this will define me. What I own will define me and not just what I say. So what does it mean for brands? And this is just the beginning of the list. It can be endless. It's just limited by marketeers and what brands can imagine. But a few notions here are very important for me. No third party, disintermediation. When you have, brands will have direct, or have already, sorry, direct access to their customers. There are no third party. When a brand issue a token, there is no third party between the brand and the holder of this token. Seamless access, we saw it. If I have the wallet with the right token, I have access, and that opens a world of personalization. The way websites will operate is completely different because the website and the services and the interfaces with which we will be, interacting will be completely personalized according to the tokens that you hold. New revenue streams, of course, how brands can create additional value for their brand, for their product, hyper-targeted audiences, communities, and co-creation. It's a space where we see a lot of collaboration. Web3 brands or digital native brands collaborating with like traditional brands, let's say, Web3 brands collaborating together, and so on. So what's at stake here? We firmly believe that brands should start building their token real estate. If you are if you are a brand, you need to start now tokenizing physical goods, experiences, membership, access to events. Everything that you have and that you work with already can be tokenized today, and you need to start somewhere. Here are a few examples. I'm not going to go through all of them, but Panerai just announced, for example, the launch of a very limited edition watch called Radiomir, which with each of the 50 pieces of Radiomir comes an NFT. Associated to that NFT comes exclusive services, like, for example, a trip on a ship called Elan, that is a very old ship along the Amalfi Coast. Like, for example, and the NFT will evolve, and then you're going to have access to an art piece, and then you're going to have access to exclusive services for the brand. And maybe tomorrow, if you have that NFT, it will unlock access to another sale, and so on. That fashion silhouette here is from AZ Factory. AZ Factory is the fashion house of the late Albert Elbaz. And during the last Fashion Week, they did an homage show to Albert Elbaz. Each guest of the show had a book. In that book, they had a QR code that would give a unique and access to a digital silhouette that is unique to every single person. Each silhouette is unique because of the dress, the accessories, and etc. And so they started adding value to what they're creating already. They did in parallel another operation where they issued a limited edition of T-shirt with an NFC chip embedded in the T-shirt. And on the NFT, linked to that T-shirt, you had an exclusive drawing of Albert Elbaz. This is for Fashion Week. Breitling, we discussed, I told you already, they're tokenizing their entire collection. And what is interesting, Breitling is really the case of a digital twin NFT, but they're adding layers and layers of service on top of this. Warranty, repair, resale, and so on. We used to have a physical world with retail experiences. And then came the digital world, e-commerce, social media, social commerce. And now we added the layer of immersive spaces and immersive worlds. And we used to call this physical and digital world already, the omnichannel. How do we connect the dot? How do we touch points with our consumer at every single moment? And this is the new omnichannel. And the only way to connect the dots for this new omnichannel are tokens and wallets. There is no way you can connect the dots and be in touch with all your consumers across all those touch points without wallet and tokens. So imagine tomorrow you go to a physical store, you buy, let's say you buy this hoodie that you can't buy, by the way, obviously, but I can get you some if you want. So you go to a physical store, you buy that hoodie, it comes associated with an NFT. And then you decide to go to meet some friend in one of the metaverse or the microverse. The brand can drop you a hoodie for that specific metaverse, for example, something a little bit extraordinary. And then you go to an e-commerce website, and again, the brand will recognize you because of what you hold in your wallet, and then the brand decide to show you something completely different in terms of experience on its website, to give you access to a different experience, to give you access to a private sale, to an extra merchandising, to an invite, and so forth and so on. And so we're, I think I missed a slide, sorry. It's okay. So today we're in a very scattered digital environment, and we have scattered digital identities, and we're going towards a wallet-based digital identity. Again, what I hold in my wallet, what I own, will define me and will give me access. We're going from third-party data intermediaries to zero-party data. Maybe your token and your wallet is the next generation cookie, but very respectful of privacy. And we go from depending on the GAFAs to freedom and, again, ownership. A few things to remember. It's almost the end. A few things to remember for brands. Be a builder and start building your own assets. Don't wait for all those worlds to become, big and to choose where you want to be. You can start now by building your own token asset. Build your token real estate. Test and learn. You don't need to start very big. We all started somewhere and we're all testing. The best way to get into that world is to start testing. Even for you as individuals, download a wallet, get some NFTs, buy a little bit of crypto, just put your hands in it. You can read as much as you want. The day you really experience it is a little bit different. And I think that advice is good for brands as well. Think utility. Don't think, I want to be in the metaverse. Think, what added value can I bring to my brand? What's my future roadmap? Is it relevant for my brand to be in the metaverse? Think about stakeholders, not users, and dream of zero-party data. Again, disintermediation is something that is key. Start now, of course, but also don't forget, tech is an enabler. It will never replace, or not yet, human creativity and human ingenuity. Thank you very much. Thanks. Thank you, and just thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here today and for listening. Just a small reward. We created at Arianee this token of attendance, as we call it. So scan this QR code, and you will see that sometimes wallets and Web3 can be very easy. It will prompt the downloading of the Arianee wallet, and right after you can claim your token of attendance, and you can enjoy a little bit of augmented reality with it. And voila. Thank you. If you have any questions, we still have time. I don't know. Vincent, we still have time. A question in French or in English, whatever you want. No? Okay, thank you.
you still raising me up. And when I look aside,